Hello everybody, and welcome back to some Ragnamod 6. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So last episode we got together and we messed with bees, and I had a couple of these bees running. We've running the gold bees, we're running the netherite bees. I was actually running Yellorium bees too, but I stopped those. We've got enough Yellorium for now. Um, and running those. And the reason why is I wanted to run the netherite bees so we could get this guy here, the elite centrifuge, which we got, and running the gold bees so we can work on getting a bunch of gold so we can get into the next tier of centrifuge and all that. I have done a few things. Of course, we've done that too. You'll notice this guy is out here. I have upgraded it. We are now on the Chironite Void Ore Miner. We've got the stuff together now that we can actually do the black iron. Mostly. I think we've got everything together for it. Black iron bits. Where's the black iron bits? I don't see black iron. Anyways. That would be extended crafting. That would be this guy right here, this guy right here. Yeah, everything now can be made. We can get into black iron. I'm not necessarily worried about that right this minute. We still got some more bee work to do. And in order to do the bee work that we need to do, we need to get into blood magic. One of the other things you'll notice, I have got all Insanium gear now. Going AFK, being here all day for the last couple of days, taking care of the bees, and then going AFK. I had a bunch of Inferium. Matter of fact, we are back up in Inferium. I was able to get the Insanium that we needed to do that. Plus, we've actually got a few quests to complete. One, Environmental Tech. We got the ones for the Chironite and for the Chironite Ore Miner. That's complete. Beautiful. That stuff can go away. We don't need it right now. We're not messing with it. Two, mystical agriculture. I have made the nether star seeds, and I have made dragon egg seeds. We had all the stuff for that. I actually went and had to, it's solar eclipse day. I had to go and kill another dragon. Not no big deal. It was easy enough. So we got that squared away. And there's one, that's for the Insanium. And for the armor, that gives us an Insanium Paxel, which is nice. We'll hold on to that. We'll put it up, but we'll hold on to everything. And then also, we've got some bee stuff done. We've got Elite Centrifuge Controller. And then we've got the Tier 3 Apiary, which is now what this guy is over here. Because I learned a thing or two. You know, we were going out into the world and getting hives for this. And I can't spell apiary to save my life. So to do this, we were needing the beehives, and there is actually a recipe for one of the beehives. Where's that? I don't see it. I found it. I know I did. Wait, what is going on here? Bees. Well, we had recipes for that bee's nest, and there is, the oak beehive. It just takes any of the honeycombs and some oak, and you can make, and we've already got that growing, and we've got these growing, so I was able to get going with these. I run out of beeswax. Now we've got a bunch of beeswax. That's one of the reasons why we had this thing going. So now getting us to some tier 4 apiaries aren't going to be that bad. We've got all that stuff going. And if we come down in here into the base, I have got us a area for us to get started with today. This is going to be our blood magic area and then some other stuff. I don't know what I will put in here just yet. But that is what we're going to get started on today, because we need to get into our first bit of blood magic in order to get the rest of our bees going. So, first things first. For blood magic, we need a blood altar. This guy right here is not going to be super easy to make. Not that bad to make, but we've got some work to do. We're going to need this, that. That takes care of all that. We've already got the ender crafting stuff set up. We are also going to need this guy right here, our sacrificial knife. Matter of fact, we can probably go ahead and already make that. That's taken care of. That is not it's a quest, but the quests are kind of weird here. It wants us to make the blood altar, and then it goes to the sacrificial knife, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I forgot to turn my phone off. Alright, so let's eat our jelly, baby. So, first things first, we might as well look at making this guy here, the Botanical Brewery. We need some living rock, and have we run through all the living rock? Did I put all this stuff up? I did not. That's good. There's a bunch of stuff in here that we need to just go ahead. I need to let all of it can go in because none of it's going to matter. We're going to make all of it anyways. That stuff, that. And beautiful. That's all cleaned up and ready to go. Alright, so now we can make this guy. We need this guy. We need a botanical brewery. How is that not a quest? Botania. I don't see it anywhere. It's odd. Alright, so this guy I don't have. We'll just take him. We're not really using any of these guys right now. These guys can go away. And I need our wand. We'll place this guy right here-ish. We'll link him up. And now we're ready to go. So, we need, first off, a mana glass file. We need mana glass. I need glass. So we're going to need that. And then just nether wart. We'll get all this stuff together. Alright, so basically this thing works just like any brewing stand. Place the items on. It uses mana. And then it will give us the potion. Not too bad. So while that is going, let's get some red alloy together. So I need some redstone and I need some copper. Let's just go ahead and do that. I think I read that right. Yep. Well, that potion took forever to make, but we've now got it. So, let's go get this guy going. I was making Enderium, so that it can go. We need the depth rock, which 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a runic altar, which we've got that. We're making those, and then we need this terminite, and I don't know if we've got any of it yet. We do not, so we've got to make some. Now I know we've got the talisman ingot, and then we need ender dust, which we do not have that. So to make ender dust, we need to make some kind of anvil. We need a hammer. A smith hammer. Let's just go ahead and make one of those. That should work. And I'm not exactly sure how this works. Well, I figured out what the problem was. I didn't have the right hammer. So there we go. Now we've got that. We can place these guys in here. That. I need some lava, and for lava, we've got lava in here somewhere still, I do believe. Actually, we've got buckets of lava. And that should get us what we need for that. So all we need is one. These guys are ready to go. And come on, all I need is one. We'll take that out because I'll forget about that before it's done and over with. And we've got everything we need now in order to make this. We can just come over here and just wait for it to craft. And there we go. We've got our blood altar, which is awesome. So let's go down here. We'll get this guy placed down, and then we're going to get started with all this. So, first things first, we need to get, it's not going to be its final resting place. We need to get a bit of blood in here. We can do that. We've got all the hearts. We've got all the saturation. We can handle all of this. Alright, so we got that. Our next bit of business that we need. Let's go in here. This is going to give us stuff as we go along. That's going to give us a bucket of life. Don't necessarily need it. That's going to give us another bucket of life. We need to make a weak blood orb. And we need 2,000 LP. Let's make, actually that shows us. So we need a mana diamond. Mana diamond. This guy can go up. We'll hold on to the buckets of life for now. That in there. And oh, speaking of which, our saturation and stuff like that, I've got hungerless. We can now put more than one augment on our armor with the Insanium armor. So I have the hungerless on here. So we take damage, but I'll never have to worry about. Hey, wait, that's done. And there we go. We've got our weak blood orb. Just right click it to bind it to ourselves. We should now, it gives us our mana diamond back. We should now be able to make lava crystals. All we need is lava. We still have a tank. So that should go there, that should go there, this guy should go here, and boom, we can now make lava crystals. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is kind of where we're at with that. I don't know why I broke that, because we need more. I'm going to make some more. Alright, so after doing some looking, it looks like all I need is 3 of these. We need one for the fiery bee, one for the blaze bee, and then one for the obsidian bee. So that means I should be able now to go back up here and breed some more bees. And that's what I'm going to do right quick, and then we'll get going with some more blood magic. Alright, so we are back. I am waiting on these guys to finish up. We have made our way through a few of the bees. We are in the process of getting the nitro crystal. This guy right here. These guys are a pain to make. They take 20 million FE in order to make them. You get 16 out of it. And these are supposed to be done as you tier up through these things, and it takes a lot quicker to do it. But we don't need to do that because we've got everything that we need. Now, I've already done the bee. We've got the bee. I just need to go through here and get him going. But basically what this is going to do, it is going to allow us to start getting into power some of the higher tier stuff without actually having to craft any of the crystals. Which is kind of what I am wanting to do. Let's go ahead and break this. It's kind of what I've been doing. But we do have I've made Carbonite, Blazing Crystal, the Blaze, Night Metal, Obsidian Ingot. I've got the Draconium bee made. He is right here. We cannot do anything with him because we need Draconium. But since we've got him and we can start doing Draconium stuff, we will probably get into that here pretty soon. I'm just waiting to get him, and that's done. So after that, the only thing we've got left to do is that get the Draconium, Honeycombs, do the Awakened bee. We've got a Chaotic bee, and then we've got the Gobbler stuff. And I've got to get into the Gobbler stuff before we can do the Gobbler stuff. And we've got 3 of those, so that'll be what that is. So, but as far as all of that goes, yeah, we're good. I'm going to wind up just letting this guy stay, because we're going to need a bunch of these nitro crystals for building our next reactor. I'm not going to do... I forgot to turn my phone down again. I'm not going to do any of the lower tier stuff. I mean, we'll make them. But as far as... because we've got to make them. But we're just going to go straight into building the bigger reactors, and that's kind of where we're going to go with that. So we've got a handful of quests here that needs to be complete, and then we've got quest. While I've been doing these, I've gone ahead and got enough of the combs together. We can put this back together to get a stack of each of these. Actually, more than a stack. I let them run for a little while I was waiting on these guys to go. Now, as far as these other crystals, I literally sat over here and just bone milled the crap out of those. And that was how we got the crystals with that, without having to use a whole bunch of power for it. So, yeah. But all I'm wanting now is I need one more. There we go. There's our stack of that. That's complete. We're good to go with that. Alright, so now that all that's over with, we're ready to get back into blood magic. We need snares next. So that gives us just one. Well, we might have to make a few of these. So anyways, it just takes some string. These guys, we'll just make 4 of them, and we'll roll with that for the moment. Well, 5 of them, because I can't count. Beautiful. That's done. We need it to be nighttime outside, so let's go do that. And we will use these guys. Alright, so nighttime is coming. Let's head out here in a big open field and wait for all that. Actually, you know what? We could... but there's some guys around here somewhere. One right there. Alright, he's got particles that give us some will. We need a few more than that. So let's go ahead and use these guys up. I don't see the other guy. See him on the map. Oh, come on, get out of there. Alright, well, let's just wait for some guy. There he is. Now, it's not every time you throw one doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to get particles. It doesn't happen 100% of the time, or at least it didn't used to. Most of this blood magic stuff, I know enough to get us through here. So there we go. We've got 3. We'll go ahead and get the last 2 while we're at it. Alright, so I managed to just get us 3 of them, and that was it. So, our next bit of business in blood magic is going to be to make us the Hellfire Forge. We should... that's force relay. We can do that. We just need a piston. And I don't have a regular piston. We need to make one. And then after that, that's all we need. Or I should have looked at that before all this. It'd be nice once we get everything moved inside. Won't have to come out here and do all this. Where's my piston? So there we go. There's that. And now we can make the forge. 173. We'll use that one. Hellfire Forge is now made. Beautiful. Alright, so with the Hellfire Forge, we can make a few items that we're going to need. One is going to be making Tartaric gems. Two, we're going to have to make Demon Crucibles. I don't know what all of this stuff is. There's some new stuff to blood magic that I have yet to mess with. But the Sentient Sword is one of them that we need. So let us work on this stuff. First off, we need that. That's how this works. Get all of them together. So we can place all of those in there, give it one of our demon wheels. If you look at these, it'll tell you how much wheel that you need, a minimum of 1, and it's going to drain 1, and that gives us one of these. Now we can use these once we get the Sentient Sword made. I need an iron sword. I have one. So this guy, that guy. Oh, we don't even need will for that. So there is that guy. And I'm going to need another gem. Actually, probably going to need a couple. Alright, so we've got both of those made. We should be able to take this wheel and throw it down. Pick it up, and it gets stored in here. And now we can go about killing mobs. There used to be ways of cheesing this. I don't know if there's a way of doing it now. We're probably going to have to figure this out the hard way. Used to, you could hold this guy in your offhand, and you would still be able to fill it up. But you had to use like a ranged weapon, or well, I was using the laser. So I'm going to kill some mobs, figure some stuff out. Alright, so after a little bit of time, I have got our gem full. And we can go ahead and craft a second tier one. I really didn't come across a really good way of making this work any easier as far as any which way. I do know that we can take our mob farm, and we may do that. There we go. We've got a lesser, and we can take this guy and combine him into there, and we are good to go. So that quest is now complete. Wait, we got stuff that's going to give us more snares. That would have been nice. That gives us some demon wheel. That gives us some demon wheel. That gives us another Tartaric gem. That gives us another Tartaric gem. We'll probably need them. So we can take this guy here. Let's put it on our hotbar. We can take these guys and just suck them into that. And we're good to go. Alright, so our next bit of business is going to be to get us a bit of blank runes. That's what we need to start off with. I've got this thing set up. It's not completely automated. It's pain to automate this guy. But I've got it set up to where we've got Living Rock being blacklisted, and I can just sit here and make sure it's got enough blood, and it will turn into what we need it to. So it actually shows us that it's... See, that's pretty cool. I love the fact that it actually shows us the whole stack worth. So all we need to do is wait for this guy to finish up. We're about halfway there. Alright, and there we go. Those guys are done. We've got our first bit of blank slates, which is nice. That's going to give us one more. And then we need some blank runes. And all we need for that... I don't know. I guess I put our blood orb in here. I did. So we need 9 of these guys here. There we go. Blank rune. That actually shows that it is a tier 1. And I need a... Let's grab this guy. That was one too many spots. And now we can place these down. And if we look at this guy, that should show we now have a tier 2. Which means we can now get into our next blood orb, which is a star metal block. And we should maybe have enough. We have a star metal block. So let's get this guy. That's not going to work. That's going to work. And that just needs 5,000 LP. And just like that, boom, we've got our next tier blood orb. We'll combine that to us, and that gives us 8 more ruins. That gives us that. And there we go. Alright, so I'm in the process of building the next tier altar. And if you look inside of your blood altar book, which it comes in your Akashic tomb, it will show you what all you need as far as doing that. And how to build it. So no big deal really. As far as getting all of this done, I just need to get a few more of these. That's probably enough. There we go. And then we need, that's 2 high and a light. Let's do some sea lanterns just because I haven't done any yet. And we should have the stuff for them. So 4 of those. And then I need some kind of stone brickish. I really probably should use just stone. That's what we're going to do for now. So 2 of those. And the sea lantern on top. And that should have us at a tier 3. There we go. Tier 3. Now, we don't have any more size. And this is where we're going to leave it. Before we can get to the next tier blood orb or anything like that, we need to get into some different runes. Rune of capacity is probably the biggest one we need. We need imbued slate, which tier 3. We need to get some bigger tier slates in order to do that. We can get some runes of sacrifice. Most of this stuff is all tier 2, tier 3 stuff that we need. So, but that's as far as we are going to take it for the moment. So, let's do that. There's our screenshot. We got quite a bit of stuff done today. We got started into blood magic. I can get going with more of it. I don't know how much blood magic we're going to need to do to get to the end of everything, other than just completing quests. Speaking of quests, we've got a bunch of quests we need to complete. We got B quests, we've got power quests. We're just going to, for POW, do that. Which is going to give us just a bunch of blocks of what we already had. Small blaze gate. That stuff can go up. That can go up. That. And I think we got more snares. That was one of those things we should have paid attention to. We would have got some more. So, but with that, that's all I got. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.